Solo Leveling Season 2. Here we are, guys. I never talked about solo leveling on this channel. This is going to be the first video actually about solo leveling. So first off, I'm going to start off by saying I've seen season 1. Season 1 was amazing. And I've also read through the manhwa and I know what's going to be happening. So for this, series I kind of want to do, I'm going to start, reviewing season 2 of solo leveling. Kind of let you guys know how I feel and kind of maybe what the community feels about how season 2 is right now. In this video, we're going to talk about number 1, the best and worst moments of this episode, and 2, the animation, how we feel about the animation, if it's saucy and stuff like that, and 3, the pacing and storytelling, just how everything is flowing, if everything is going well. And overall, kind of like we're going to put that together and give ourselves a rating for this episode and just kind of see how we kind of feel about this. Let's go into it. First off, we're going to start off with the beginning of the episode. We're going to start off with the introduction of Sung Jin Woo. Yeah, you can see it. He got the ladies. He got the hoes. He had the new fresh haircut coming into the new season. So we got to get saucy. So first we had this little introduction, we get to see our boy Sung Jin Woo back in action, he kind of chilling. And we kind of just, get back into the flow of things of, the hunter world and kind of how solo leveling kind of was from season 1, kind of picking off where we left off with, the kind of politics that's going on, along with, all the stuff going on with the raid that they're planning and cooking up in the future. Well, Sung Jin Woo kind of gets into a gate that's supposed to be C rank, but it's not C rank. Spoiler alert. But yeah, he gets into this gate and he confronts these elves, that try to kill him upon arrival with this, raid force. But yeah, and then one of the dickheads on the crew, you might have seen earlier, he's the one that is the tank. He is supposedly an A rank, decided to split up the team, and they got a split up team with E ranks and all the higher up ranks, basically A to B, etc, etc. But yeah, they kind of split up and they kind of do their own thing, showing their sides of what they're doing to survive in this gate. Thing kind of just goes on. Then we get Sung Ju. Excuse me, I said Sung Woo. I can't talk. But Sung Jin Wood, he kind of shows off his powers that he kind of got from the end of season 1. Kind of shows how cool and badass he is, showing off his necromancer abilities, what I'm saying. But yeah, we kind of get this going on for the kind of later half of the episode, and we see a really cool display of a little bit of the animation that kind of goes on for this season. We get to see Igris in action. We kind of just see the kind of level that Igris is at and how strong he really is, kind of compared to Sung Jin Woo and where he is currently at. So now we're gonna hop straight into the best and worst moments of this episode. Hands down, the best moment of this episode had to be the showcase of Sung Jin Woo's abilities, the necromancer abilities that he acquired from the first season. I have to say, this was a perfect display of just how his powers look, just how beautiful it looks, how Igris came up and how he summoned him, as well as him summoning all the other summons that he had, which was really cool. It was even nice how Sung Jin Woo even let the watchers know kind of where he lies in terms of his power ceiling. I know that is a huge question with a lot of watchers and stuff like that, how strong he is, but he let us know that Igris is indeed stronger than him. So that's our best moment of this. So now we're gonna head straight into the worst moment of this episode. If I had to say, there wasn't really that many worst moments in this episode. This episode was pretty good, but if I had to say, one had to be when Sung Jin Woo showed up to his sister's school as her guardian, and it's kind of just showing a little bit of what he had to go through as a big brother taking care of his sister. It was a wholesome moment. I liked it, but there wasn't really any bad moments. But if I had to pick one, it had to be this one. Animation. Yep, that's the big elf in the room, the animation. Yeah, I think honestly the animation was pretty good in this episode. Nothing really bad was showing. It wasn't anything amazing, but I would say the animation was pretty good. I had really good displays, like I said earlier, of his power, and the animation looked really good in that department. but there wasn't really much, fighting or animation really going on in this episode. So, but for right now, for the first episode, I think it's pretty good. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna say the animation is good, and I'm waiting for the future to see if it gets way better, but we'll see. Last but not least, we're gonna talk about the pacing, adaptation, and how the story is going so far. And from what I think so far, I think the pacing is pretty good right now. It's going pretty well. Nothing feels rushed. Everything is happening when they're really supposed to happen. As a mom to read it, I think it's pretty well. As far as adaptation, I think it's very good. Second season is doing everything better right now for the first episode, and especially the thing I like the most about this adaptation so far is the opening and ending. Oh my gosh, that opening and ending is beautiful, so good. I like the ending so much. They have a perfect song for the ending and the opening. I can't get any possibly better than that. I think they did that perfectly. But yes, as the episode 1 of season 2 for Solo Leveling, I'll give this a solid 9. I would say they did very good on everything so far. They didn't mess up anything. There definitely could be more in terms of animation. But yeah, everything else was perfect. I think the adaptation was very good. The pacing was good. The fighting scenes that they had were pretty good. But yeah, they didn't show us too much, but from what they showed us, I think it is amazing, and we're gonna have a lot left in the tank for this season, hopefully. But thank you guys for staying tuned to the end of this episode. I appreciate y'all, and on to the next one. See ya. Ivy out.